good morning and welcome to Morning at NTV. This is Everyday Life, and today we are talking handling money. Now, the new year has begun and most of us might find that our wallets are more empty than we would like. But today I have a guest, Mr. Ronald Mukasa, a financial literacy coach, to tell us how should we handle money and make sure that at the end of the year we have really big money in our accounts. Mr. Ronald, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, financial literacy, coach.
Yes.
That title is very exotic. What do you do exactly?
Yes, I think at the heart of what I do is to help people handle their money better. And as you know, one of the lessons which you don't learn at home is, or even at school, is how do I handle money? So you could finish school and finish even a university degree, and never been taught. So if I get $1 million as my salary, what exactly do I do with it? And so that's the work which I do. What does that entail? I think at the heart of the message is how to first of all appreciate that it's a continuous message. No one ever fully figures it out. What can happen is, how do I actually manage better? Am I improving on my savings? Am I improving on my income flows? Am I improving on myself as an investor? Because all of us know the pain which comes from running out of money. We know the pain which comes from having an obligation but not having the money to pay. The pain which comes from a loss of a job. The pain which comes from retiring when you are unprepared. So all these things are what I entailed in this message of financial literacy. Now, we are just from December. Yes. The holidays have really depleted our accounts, our wallets. Yes. And you find that most of the people I talk to, friends and family, they'll tell you that every January, it's a hard time. Yes. Money has gone. Yes. Christmas has taken the money. Yes. But do you think someone needs to learn how to handle money, or does that come as a natural thing? I personally believe that it can be learned. I think if you think about January every time, it comes as a bit of a surprise. Now school fees are setting in, so they challenge the weight of the finances on every individual. But I think we all as individuals have to educate ourselves on money. And the truth is, it's not a topic which is even static. It's ever evolving. There are new opportunities which are coming up. There are new challenges which are coming up. So you need to actually educate yourself on that. So anyone out there, I would encourage them to take interest. And now there are so many resources. There are people who do the work I do. There are resources on Google. There are resources on YouTube. But you have to kind of choose to take that path and tell yourself that I'm going to learn. Yes. Well, if you have just joined us, we are talking money, how to handle money. Money is a very tricky thing, and most of us can have it and you can really quickly lose it, or you can really quickly earn it. And today, every Tuesday, I think we shall be talking to you on how to handle money and learning new tricks, new tips, how to make sure that your account is stable and at the end of the year you have more money than you started with. Now, Mr. Ronald, why we have you here today is we want to start a journey this year to make sure that our viewers at home make sure that they handle money better. Yes. And at the end of the day, they have more money in their bank accounts. Yes. And they're happy. Yes. Yeah? Not everyone can be, but at least some of us will be happy. What is the first trick of 2018, the tip of handling money? Well, I think as you reflect on 2018, if you're out there, the first thing which you need to ask yourself is, do I keep any of the money I earn? So there are two, some of us have been saving the previous year, some of us haven't. But I'll specifically talk to someone who hasn't been saving. I think this year, 2018, one of the things which you have to choose to do, to resolve to do, is that this year I am going to save. I am going to keep a bit of the money I earn. Because if you earn money and you don't save, what you have essentially done, you have collected money on behalf of everyone else. Because as soon as you pick up this money and you take it to your landlord, for example, in a way you are representing him. You collect the money and you give to your landlord, but you haven't kept any for yourself. So the only way you can go through a month after you have worked and possibly you have earned 500,000, you want to say at the end of the month, 100,000 was mine. and I kept it. And if you are not saving, that means you didn't keep anything. If you distribute a lot of it and it went out there, and it's that money which you save, which you can invest.
Well, saving is quite important, and most of us really struggle at it. But last year, we had a show here on NTV called DFCU Investment Club.
Yes.
And I remember you were involved.
Yes, yes.
Now, let's talk about the investment clubs.
Yes.
What are investment clubs?
I think investment clubs are fundamentally a vehicle to save. They are a vehicle which you use to save. It's a group of like-minded people coming together and agreeing that together we are going to save a specific amount of money. They could be varying, but they could be specific. And you say, we're going to save 100,000 each. And together, 10 of us, we're going to save 1 million shillings every month. And then we invest jointly. So it is a club where you put money together and then you invest jointly. Now, what is one of the biggest challenges of saving is it's already difficult to do on your own. So the investment club makes that process a bit simpler. It helps you so that, you know, when you have a charcoal stove, and when the charcoal are next to each other, they can all heat up. But if you have one alone, it becomes a bit challenging. So at the heart of what the investment club does is to help us put money together and save. And that process there can discipline you. So if you are a person who is a good saver and I am not, the fact that I am in the same crowd with you, I pick some of your good behaviors, and then together we can be able to put money aside.
So instead of me saying that, you know what, probably I earn 1 million Uganda shillings a month, and I want to save, let's say 200,000 every month. If I am alone, I will only be able to save 200,000 shillings. But if we come together in an investment club, we can save more.
Exactly. And you see, what happens is that, let's say, you at the heart of why you are saving is you want to buy a plot of land. It is what is on your heart. You said a plot of land, and the plot of land is 10 million shillings. Chances are that if you are saving 100,000, it will take you quite a while to be able to make enough money to buy a plot of land. But if you are able to actually come together with 20 people, that means you put together 2 million every month. Then within 6 months, you have possibly collected enough money to buy half an acre, and then the objectives of the individuals can be achieved faster if you are both doing it together. So what the investment club does is that it gives you that momentum. Don't forget that if you opened up your newspapers and you saw an opportunity that there is this acre of land, for example, which is being sold at 40 million. If you don't have the 40 million, what you quickly do is you turn the newspaper and move on. But if you are part of an investment club, when you open the newspaper and you see that actually there is 40 million, and as a club we have 15, you get the power of the group. Now, you are the only one who has seen the opportunity, but you have the power of these 20 people behind you, and that power enables you to be able to actually seize this opportunity.
Now, Mr. Ronald, issue is, I want to join an investment club. Maybe I want to form one, but I don't have friends. Or I don't have financially well-established friends. DFCU is handling something, and I know you're part of DFCU. How can DFCU help me to form an investment club?
I think one of the things which DFCU does is to give you a support structure. A lot of training, a lot of support, a lot of guidance. They help you with the memorandum which you need to sign, the constitution. But I want to go back to what you started with, that I don't have friends. Now, the truth is, our society is one which is heavily networked. The question which we have to ask is, what have those networks been for? So, for example, it is highly likely that if you are preparing your wedding, there are possibly another 50 people who will come and join you in this cause, and together we will struggle with you until you actually achieve that. When we're in times of pain, when you lose someone, you will find that as a society we come together. So as a society we actually are very well networked. The question which we need to ask is, what is the purpose of these networks? Do we use them for just consumption, or there are times when we use these
clubbing?
Yes, so people will come together, they will join in all kinds of causes. But can we shift that energy? Because I personally don't think that there are people out there who are out of any networks. Either you are networked in the family, networked in your workplace, networked in friends, former schools, the people you grew up with, but there is some kind of network, a church, a mosque, wherever it might be. But the question has been, how can we use those networks as forces for investment? So that's what the investment club does. It is, you are already a friend to someone, then you use that friendship to actually
All right, so we are talking how to handle money, and I know most of you have questions you want to ask. How can I handle money? And one of the things we are saying is forming an investment club. Now, the lines are open. You can call in and ask Mr. Ronald. Hello.
Yes, please. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you? What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Victor Kawalia. I'm calling from Mukono.
Yes, Kawalia.
Yeah, my question is.
Yes.
What about the challenge with partnerships? First of all, you have different ideology about business. Let's assume me, I'm in security systems, and my other friends maybe doctors, you know. Totally, we are different. My business, I'm doing an investment of like, let's assume 50M. And for them, they may look at it as wastage of money. You know, they don't understand what I'm doing. So my question is, how can you help me individually? Yes.
All right. Thank you, Ronald. From where?
From Mukono.
From Mukono. All right. Yes. Again, we are talking about handling money. Do I have another caller? All right, so Kawalia asks, we have formed an investment club, but we have different ideologies. How do you help him?
I think Victor makes a very good point. One of the most important things when you're starting a club is this question of like-minded. Like-minded is defined in your value system. You want to make sure that you have a value system which is consistent, so that if you can rely on people for their word, you want to bring in the friends on whom you can rely on their word. But more importantly, also a common vision to agree that as a group this is what we are going to achieve. So those are two important things, and the point which Victor is making is that it's very difficult in the absence of these things, and that is true. But these things can actually be nurtured. I personally think that the first thing which you need to put on the table is trust. You want to get a group of friends whom you can trust, whom you can entrust with your money, because what kills most investment clubs is largely the fact that trust was broken. We put together, it's 30 million, and a member disappears with all the money. And that's part of the things which the bank helps you, so that at least there are 3 signatories and there is a system which you can use.
So the DFCU bank kind of gives you guidelines on how you can handle your investment club, and they help you to do. So when we form our investment club with DFCU, we open up an account in DFCU.
Exactly, you open up an account. And as Victor said, you can be helped as an individual businessman. Sometimes the challenge is that there are things which opportunities which you want to seize.
Hello, hi.
Oh, sorry.
Hi.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Cavaria, talking to Edson.
Edson, how are you?
I'm good.
What's your question?
I think, hello?
What's your question? Step away from your TV screen. Don't try to hear yourself, eh?
Yes, I'm saying that with the group.
Edson, can you step away from your screen? Kindly. All right.
We have lost it.
Viewers, please, when you call in, try to step away from the TV screen, because then we get feedback and you want to hear what you're saying on TV, and you also want to talk to me. So try to step away from your TV screen and let's have a good conversation. Well, you were still talking about...
Yes, so I was saying that you can be supported as an individual, as a bank, that is done. The challenge is sometimes there are opportunities you want to seize and you can't seize them as an individual. You need possibly a bigger chunk of capital, and that is where the group members actually do come in. So one of the recommendations I give is you build the trust, and as the group expands, you can even agree on a common goal. And this takes patience, because in a group there are people who are risk averse, there are people who are risk takers. Like clearly Victor is a businessman and is a risk taker. Now you need to make sure the group kind of manages and brings a tolerant risk level where the risk takers can be able to fit. So the risk takers need to express some patience with those of us who are risk averse. You tell us to try a business, say, I've tried that thing, I've lost a lot of money, I am not trying it again. So you need to make sure, and that's what the club does. But also for the risk taker, he kind of will get some kind of critical questions, and sometimes that will manage his risk. Someone will ask, but what if we go into this? What if we lose the money? And those questions help the investment to come out when it's much better. So you find that there are different minds which come into a club, and as they critique a business idea, you sometimes come up with the best option.
All right. So individualism is not the best thing when it comes to handling money.
I think individualism has its place. Certainly, sometimes you want to push yourself as an individual. It's saying that if you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go with others. Sometimes when someone wants to move quickly, other individuals may slow you down. But sometimes when you want to go far, you have to work with others to be able to go far.
Well, before we wrap up,
yes.
DFCU, if I need more information on how to enter an investment club and also probably form one and how to handle it, where can I get more information on this?
Yes, all the DFCU branches around the country will give you this service. You just walk in there, you say, I want to find out more about the investment club. I want a copy of the constitution so that we can see as a group, we are existing. Can we be able to become part of DFCU? That is all done at our branches. You just go there and walk to anyone at the desk, and they will be able to help you.
Do I need to have a bank account in DFCU for me to have an investment club?
No, you don't. You open the club account, and the club account is sufficient. The rest, the members don't individually have to have accounts. We'd be glad if they do, but
what,
don't have to.
What are some of the benefits if we open up an investment club with DFCU?
I think part of the benefits, the first one for sure is the money is safe because it's an account which is designed for that and registered. So the account is a good account. It's then thereafter you can be able to get a loan facility up to about 150% of what you have saved. And so that means that you don't need extra collateral to be able to borrow. And when we see how you are saving constantly, we can be able to partner in that. But I think the strongest benefit is the support structure, the training, the ability for the bank to stand with you. We have over 20,000 clubs. So what that does is to kind of help
you understand from the experiences from other investment clubs.
And be able to be part of that family and move forward.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Ronald.
Thank you
for being here. And you've heard it. We are talking handling money, and hopefully every Tuesday we shall be talking on how to handle money. And we want to say this year, our viewers, we are trying to help you make sure you make the better choices in financial literacy. So every Tuesday, every week, tune in on Everyday Life and we shall be talking money. So today we said, try to start up an investment club, and DFCU Bank helps you with that. You can go to any of their branches worldwide or countrywide, and they will tell you how to do it, where to do it, and give you tips here and there. Well, you can follow us on our Facebook page, which is Morning at NTV or NTV Uganda, and ask questions. We can continue the conversation there. And go on Twitter also, Morning at NTV or NTV Uganda. Or you can follow me up on Idris Matu on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Ask me a few questions and I'll give you the answers that you need. Well, tune in next week, same time. Tomorrow, I'll be having more guests, and don't remember, NTV, turning on your world. Have a good morning.